For the cheapest and fastest Madden coins on the market, check out my sponsor dvdj.com and use code SWIFT at checkout for 10% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. And in today's video, I'm talking about the cheapest methods to get training points in Madden 20 Ultimate Team. I'm going to be going over a full guide of the cheapest ways to get training with a bunch of different overall groups and talking about the cheapest ways to get those cards. Now, before I do get into the video, as you guys can see, I'm ripping the Drew Brees Color Rush jersey. We're kicking off in about 30 minutes, but you guys will be seeing this video after the game. So hopefully we did grab the W. That would be very nice. As well, let me know down below in the comment section if your team won this week. If you guys haven't played, let me know. But hey, let me know if your team won down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, feel free to hit the like button if you want me to continue posting this video every single weekend, because I do usually post it every weekend. So if you are not yet subscribed and you did find this video helpful, feel free to hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss when I post this video next weekend. Now, basically the cheapest ways to get training points, the way that we measure this is with a coin to training point ratio. Now, if you have seen this video before on my channel, you probably know what this is, but for those of you that are new, this is basically the amount of coins that you spend per single training point. And we're looking to make that the smallest number possible. So right now, the average, I would say, for a coin to training point ratio is about 36. So I'm going to try and get that down to a 31 or a 30 for you guys. And that's basically just going to be saving you coins when you are buying training. Now, right now, the positions that I like to look at, or the overall groups, that I like to look at, the first one that I want to show you guys is 85 overalls. Currently, the 80 to 83 overall cards don't really have great training point values, so I don't recommend you guys look through those for your training. But firstly, I'm going to be talking about 85 overalls and how we can get them for cheap. Now, the first thing that I have to say is these most feared cards, they actually don't give training points, they give a BATS currency. So you don't want to be buying these cards if you are getting training. But let's go over a few of the ways that I can grab these 85s for cheap, because when we grab these 85s, we want to try and grab them at a price of around 31,000 coins and below, because that's going to give us a coin to training point ratio of right around 30, and that's a really good ratio. So the way that I'm going to find these 85s for cheap is pretty simple. Firstly, I'm going to look through some of the legends, and then afterwards I will look through some of the veterans cards. Now, the first thing that I want to check is just to see if we have the newest cards available on this filter. It doesn't look like we do, so we're going to have to do a bit of a different type of method to find these 85s, but this is something that I have shown you guys in the past. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down until I start seeing some of these 85 overall cards. It looks like Jim Brown is going to be up there for pretty cheap, as well as Ken Houston at strong safety and Shannon Sharp. So I'm going to filter it down by running back, then I will check tight end, and then I will check strong safety. And we're looking to find these cards for a price of 31,000 coins or below. So let's firstly take a peek at the running backs, as it doesn't look like we have an 85 up for super cheap. Actually, we have this Jim Brown up for 31K. So you could easily buy this. This would be a good coin to training point ratio. As you guys can see, I am sitting at 10,000 training, so I'm actually not going to be buying any of these cards in the video just because I already have plenty of training, but I'm going to be showing you cards that you should be buying. So this 85 right here is someone who I would scoop up because, like I said, we want to find 81s at a price of 31,000 coins or below. So filtering it down by running back, that gave us one option. Let's take a look at tight end and strong safety, because those were a couple other ones that we saw were pretty cheap. Now, this Shannon Sharp card, he's just a bit out of our price range, so unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to grab that card. I mean, you still could if you were super impatient and you just wanted to grab the training, but we're trying to get these for cheap, as I'm actually just going to grab this Ed Reed. This is too good of a deal to pass up. He was going up for 28,000 coins, so I will quick sell him for training in my item binder when I go load back in there. But yeah, we actually grabbed that Ed Reed for cheap. I said I wasn't going to buy anyone, but hey, that's too good of a deal. That deal, it's hard to pass up for me. So yeah, 85 overalls, filtering it down by the positions that we noted were cheap within the Legends filter is the first thing that I wanted to show you guys. Now, again, just to review how I did this, I just filtered by 84 to 85 Legends. At the beginning of the filter, you will see all 84 overall cards. So we're just going to scroll down until we start seeing some of the 85s. And then we'll see, okay, we know there's strong safeties up for cheap, the defensive tackles up for cheap. So we're just going to filter it down even more. That way we can maybe find some snipes. And like I did, I looked through strong safety. I'll take a peek at defensive tackle, as it looks like there are no 85s up for cheap. Yeah, we actually have this John Henderson, but he's up for 32.6. So that was going to be the first method. Now you can do the same type of thing with 85s, and and you can do it by filtering through the veterans filter. And this is also another thing that I like to do. The veterans, there's going to be less card selection, but it's usually still a pretty solid filter. So right when you load in, you will be seeing all of the newest cards, it looks like. So now what we're going to have to do is just go by buy now price and just scroll down until we start seeing some of these 85 overall cards. This Eric Weddle's up, he's a bit expensive. I must have scrolled through some of them already. There's a Frank Gore up for 33, a Brandon Marshall up for 33, and it looks like those are going to be the cheapest cards. So you could come onto this filter, go by newest, and then you could maybe just sit on this filter for a couple minutes if you wanted to try and find some new cards that were snipes. In my personal opinion, I prefer the Legends filter to this, but this is just another option that you guys can do. And like I said, we want to buy 85 overalls at a price of 31,000 coins or below. So yeah, that is going to be how you do the 85 overall filter. I'll continue to show you guys a couple more filters in this video, so be sure to stick to the end of it so you don't miss out on that. Now the next method that I want to show you guys is finding 89 overalls up for cheap. We're going to be doing the exact same type of method as I did with the 85s. Firstly, we're going to filter it down by the legends, find which ones are cheap, and then filter it down by those ones that we know are cheap to try and grab some snipes. Now the magic number, the price that we want to buy at for a coin to training point value of 30 or below is going to be 110,000 coins or less. If you see a card for 110k, it's a good buy. You'll be getting a good amount of training. Now this is something that you want to do if you need a bunch of training at one point in time. Let's say you grabbed a new card and you want to power him up all the way to his best version. This is something you can do to get your training quickly. If you maybe just want to put a couple abilities on your players, I'd recommend you do the 85 method, and I'll actually be showing you guys one more method at the end of the video that you guys can be doing as well. So let's filter it down by legends. I went right by them, and we'll take a peek at what 89s are up for cheap. So at the beginning, you're going to see only 88s. I think actually we're going to be seeing all the newest cards in this filter, so we actually don't need to do the filtering down method. You can just come in here, buy newest, and as you guys can see, 89 Ken Houston for 111k. That's a solid buy. This Ed Reed right here for 102 is actually a really good deal. As someone actually bought him, they knew that was a good deal. This Jim Brown, another guy you could buy. Ed Reed for 105, Marvin Harrison for 108. These are all steals, you guys. These are all really good coin to training point values. I assume these cards will get bought up, but if you buy this card at about 105k, you should be getting a coin to training point value of I think like 28. So that's really good. As you guys can see, this is probably the best way to get training if you want to get it quickly, because you don't really have to filter it down too much and you can get really good deals. So again, you can maybe just come in, refresh the filter, see if you get any new 89 overalls up for cheap, as we get this Ken Houston up for pretty cheap. But as you guys can see, man, this filter, it's super good. We're finding a bunch of good deals. This Ed Reed is still up. You could buy this Jim Brown. All of these cards are super good deals that, I mean, if you need a bunch of training at one point in time, this is the best way to do it. But if you need maybe just a smaller amount of training, or you don't have a huge budget to spend, I would recommend the 85 method. That's a really good method. But this 89 method, all you have to do is come by 88 to 89, filter by program legends, and then come down here and select the newest tab. And when you're in the newest, you can just refresh until you find some 89s up for cheap. As you guys can see, we actually did see the 89s up for cheap, and the person who bought this Ed Reed card, looks like they just posted him up again on the auction house for 125. But yeah, this is a really good method, and again, like I said, you want to buy it 110,000 coins or below. So we could grab this Ed Reed, we could grab this Jim Brown, and you could buy that Ken Houston as well. It's still a pretty solid deal. Even if you're buying it like 111,000 coins, you are still getting a pretty good coin to training point value, you guys. Now, the next thing that I want to show you guys is 91 overall MUT Hero cards, and we want to buy these at a price of 210,000 coins or below. Now, Legends probably aren't the move to be doing this with. I think that the best way to get these is by going through the MUT Heroes promo. So let's take a look at the MUT Heroes, and we're basically looking at 91 overall cards, like I said, for a price of 210,000 coins or below. So let's see if this filter is full. I really would not be surprised if this filter is full. It actually isn't going to be full, so that's actually perfect. Now we can take a look. We'll scroll down here, and we want to scroll down until we get to the prices that are around 210k. So right around here, this is perfect. And we're basically scrolling up until we see 91s, and it doesn't look like there's any here. It looks like the cheapest one is going to be this Bobby Wagner for 206k, as someone just bought that Drew. So like I said before, you want these at 210,000 coins or below. This David Bakhtiari, this Bobby Wagner, those are both cards you could buy. You could buy this Drew Brees. I mean, there's a bunch of cards on this filter that you could buy. Of course, these cards are a bit more expensive, so like I said, this is maybe something you should be doing if you want to power up a card all the way through. But the 85 method is probably the best method that I showed you guys in this video. It is the most detailed and it requires the most filtering, but this 91 overall method is still something solid that I would recommend you guys look into. Now, once you see the prices, let's say you're being really picky for a good deal, you could just come into the newest filter because you already know what the price of the cheapest cards are, and then just come in and refresh here, and maybe you can find some snipes. As there's going to be a 91 Jalen Ramsey up for 214. I feel like that's actually a good deal. You could probably resell him and make some coins. But yeah, JJ Watt up for 210. That's again a pretty solid deal. You'd be getting a pretty good coin to training point value on that card. David Bakhtiari up for 208. So yeah, these are good deals, you guys. And you could just come in here and refresh if you wanted to. And this Adam Thielen up for 205. Like, this is a pretty good method to get training. It is one of the ways to get it for super cheap. So yeah, that is going to probably do it for the video, you guys. Hopefully you did find this video helpful. I mean, I know that whenever I watched these videos on YouTube before I started making them, I found them super helpful. So yeah, let me know in the comment section. As I said before, did your favorite team win? Hopefully the Saints end up securing the dub today. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, I will see you next time. And until next time, boys, I'm out. Peace.